given. It's not magic. The program's not magic. You're gonna have to make sacrifices. You're gonna have to give some things up, but not forever, for a while. Or maybe you do give some things up for forever. Heck, I've had people get started and, you know, they had crazy addictions to coffee, and then they realize, you know, I don't need it anymore. And some people tell me, you know, I never thought that I would get rid of this dependency, people tell me. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I never thought so either. I didn't. Sometimes, like, we live in this society where it's just so normal, you know, iced coffee and drinking these things. But I don't know, I think it's breaking that norm. Okay? Congrats, Esme. Yeah, we're so proud of you, honey. Hi, Allie. The program is my program really has a lot. So let me just kind of like summarize it. My most popular way to get started on my program is the 7-day challenge, which is my anti-inflammation cleanse detox. So it's on my meal guide. My meal guide is linked in my bio. And so this program is to help people not just lose weight, but learn how to eat. That's really the core. Like, help people get rid of inflammation, learn how to eat. I help people get rid of bloating, help people get rid of toxins in their body, and that ultimately helps people heal or start a healing journey, right? And through that healing journey, once you learn, you know, who doesn't want to keep going when they start feeling good, right? You start feeling amazing, you start feeling good, and I mean, you want to keep doing more of what makes you feel good, and you don't have to starve in the process. And you know, you go through withdrawals, but the withdrawals don't last forever. They last about 3 days, 2-3 days for most people. Withdrawals are normal, okay? And yeah, it's a beautiful journey. So if you've been stuck, if you're in a plateau, anybody here stuck in a plateau? I'm making hard-boiled eggs. If you're stuck in a plateau, you know, just say plateau or drop a pink heart in the comment section. The live deal, you get you get about 65+% off on my bundle if you want meal guide and workout guide. It's I want to say my most popular deal. Okay, so you get that. It's $80 my bundle. You can get it for $40 on the live. Okay, or you can get the meal guide off like 55%. Awesome, crazy deal. Okay, you get it for $26. Okay, so you either get the meal guide or you get the bundle. If you do the upgrade, it's $14 more for the workout guide, kind of deal. I'm excited to try. Love the testimonies and Callie's energy. Oh, I love it. Thank you, honey. You're gonna see. Give me a week, right? Commitment, focus. Okay. And I know that the hardest thing is starting. I know, girls. The hardest thing is getting started. But honey, once you do it 1 week, once you get started, it gets so much easier. It gets so much easier to, like, you know, conquer the world after you get rid of your cravings. And you know, if you have a lot of cravings, most people do. Most people have a lot of cravings. Okay. You're gonna get rid of your cravings. The program, and that's crazy to say because a lot of people don't think they can get rid of cravings. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't believe you could get rid of cravings. I had cravings my whole life. And cravings are deficiencies. Did you know that? Cravings are deficiencies in vitamins, minerals, and it's also a sign of dehydration. So what most people think, right, is only based on their experience, because most people are never able to get rid of these cravings that we have attack us every day. But the reality is you totally can, okay? And we're gonna get rid of your cravings on the program. So that's super liberating and exciting. And when you get rid of your cravings, you know that your body's balancing. Your body's getting more balanced as you get rid of these cravings. Why? Because, again, the more cravings you have, okay, this is a whole lesson, okay? How many of you guys don't do a good job at drinking water? Drop a water emoji in the comment section. Let's make it rain up in here. Come on, girls, let's make it rain. I know it's summer, but we're gonna make it rain today, okay? You don't do a good job at drinking water. Or you could just put, you know, don't do a good job of drinking water in the comment section. Let me see. Let's make it rain. Let's make it rain. If you're cramping today, cramps also come from deficiencies, okay? Just know, huh? You purchased it? No, you purchased other programs, nothing's helped? Okay, you gotta stick to it, you gotta do it. I'll make sure of your to stay accountable to me on a daily basis. If that helps, I'm here on a daily basis. But honey, you gotta do it. And I promise you it will work. You will see results. I don't know what results, because I don't know where you are, but you will see, okay? And I want you to come back and say, nothing else works, but this did. You will. All right, so for those that don't drink enough water, all right, you drink everything else but water. That's usually the problem for people, right? Drink everything but water. All right. So the dehydration, okay, I'm in. The dehydration, and you are over 80% water, by the way. The more dehydrated you are, the more cravings you're gonna have. What's a sign of dehydration? Cravings, by the way. Cravings are signs of dehydration. They're also signs of lack of vitamins and minerals. I'll give you an example. Anybody here like tequila? A ver? Can you all drop a little drink in the comment section, an emoji? Anybody here like their tequila on the weekend? Their tequila, they like alcohol. Where you at? Okay. Oh! Oh my God! When are we throwing a party? No? Good for you. Okay. So, remember your last night out, okay? That maybe you were like, I'm just gonna go out, have 2 drinks, that's it. Or a drink or 2, whatever, okay? But it ended up being more than that. Heck, they ended up buying you drinks all night, okay? And, you know, weren't planning on it. You drank yesterday, you weren't planning on it, but you ended up drunk. And you ended up losing control. Oh my God. You ended up losing control. Maybe you blacked out, right? Because you're older and you don't take alcohol like you used to. It sure has changed, don't it? Sure changes in your 30s. Okay, so you know, wake up and my God, you wake up in a hospital bed. Okay? My God, and what are you hooked up to in a hospital bed? To an IV. And what are they putting in your body? Fluids. Because what does alcohol do? Alcohol dehydrates us, right? An IV. Alcohol dehydrates us. It pulls vitamins, minerals from our cells, right? Coffee is kind of similar. It's also a dehydrator, okay?